necessary. And now I'm going to pause the teleprompter there that keeps feeding me, to keep me on track. I'm going to pause it because I'm going to tell you, growing up very, very poor, growing up in a very dysfunctional home, I can tell you that the importance, I can tell you now that having a full stomach or eating a full meal is something everyone takes for granted. Every single one of us. No evidence to support that these programs are actually producing anything. Trump wants to run everything like a business. And I get it. I get it. The United States is a business. We are the cogs in the machine. We are the things that make everything possible. We pay taxes how many times on the same thing? As a matter of fact, in March, I drive I'm not going to say a crappy car because it's a 95 Buick. I love that car. But its book value is 800 bucks. If that thing gets totaled, I am up a creek. But it's dependable, gets me everywhere. But I have to pay taxes on it so I can get that little sticker, to put on the license plate that says, yeah, you have the privilege to continue to take this onto the road. I understand when I go to Walmart or if I go to any store and buy anything, I pay taxes on it once. Now, that product, a friend of mine, Trampus, we were talking today on the phone, and great guy, a best friend, brother, actually. He was telling me, and he used oil as the example, um, because oil. Oh, hey, Megan, Megan. Yeah, I'm okay. You know what? I'm on Skype. So and she's the awesome co-host tonight. My little buddy, my guinea pig, is sitting here on the bed with me, and he's eating some lettuce, and he's my co-host. But if Megan will hit me up on Skype, I can actually get her on. Megan, will you do that? Will you do that? But I'm going to keep talking until she does, because as soon as that call comes in, I can tie her right into the awesome Spreaker studio here. But the Center for Disease Control. If you go to the CDC and you type in or just do a general Google search, since Google is the almighty search engine. When within the first three hits, you're gonna get a link to the CDC. And again, this article, this thing, it's a free download, academic achievements. Um, and Megan says she's rebooting. Okay, cool. That's awesome, Megan. Reboot. Um, the Center for Disease Control, and this happens with Megan. This happens quite often. In fact, we were going to do a show on MK Ultra one night, and immediately before we went live, what happened is everything freaking fried. I mean, my the laptop wouldn't connect, the phone wouldn't connect, and the awesome I love Logitech. The awesome Logitech headset that I had just literally fried. And okay, Megan's back online there. She'll just do that Skype call. Actually, I may be able to do it. Let me see if I can get her on. See, this is a joy. This is the joy of See, it won't go through. That is unreal. That is unreal. Why will you not go through? Well, she may not be on Skype at the moment. Ah, well, that's okay, Megan. Can I do it by a phone call? Well, that's the problem, Megan. That's the problem. Everything is tethered through the phone. And the minute I get a call, I lose data connection. Now I realize some people have the iPhone and that allows you to do that, but I don't. I have crap. But oh, that's cool, Megan. I understand. Okay, she's gonna mess with the Skype because you guys are gonna love her. Um, the CDC has an article. It's a free download, 20, 30 pages. Um, it is a website. The title cdc.gov, which means it is government funded. It's kept by the government, and our money pays for this to even exist. Anyway, cdc.gov, a document, a PDF, as I said, anyone can download, and it is called Health and Academic Achievement. Now, when you look at it, when you look at the document, there's a little blue section. Everything's highlighted in blue there. Um, on the second page, that reads, "For this document, we define academic achievement as," and they give you three definitions. One, academic performance, and this is related to class grades, standardized tests, and graduation rates. Two, education behavior. And this, it says, is relevant to attendance, dropout rates, and behavioral problems at schools. Third, in the definition, students' cognitive skills and attitudes. Now, that in general has to do with concentration, memory, and mood. And this is right there on the first or second page of the document. Immediately below this is the title, and I love this, Evidence on Dietary Behaviors and Academic Achievement. Three bullets are in this section. It says, student participation in the United States Department of Agriculture, yes, the USDA, school breakfast program is associated with increased academic grades and standardized test scores, reduced absenteeism, and improved cognitive performance. Memory, this is again related to memory. Skipping breakfast is associated with decreased cognitive performance. Lack of adequate consumption of specific foods such as fruits, vegetables, or dairy products is associated with lower grades among students. I want to tell you what else it does. And if I can get, this is a conversation I would love to have with Megan here. If I can, it's just not going through. Anyway, about 15 minutes. Hey, you know what? I've got nothing but time to kill. I sure am broke. Megan, cool. You got all the time you need, babe. But I want to tell you what else it does. These breakfasts, this food. Okay, I I never meant to get this ill. This was not that. It was never an intention. Obviously, I never meant to be this damn broke all the time. The myth that living on SSI, that everything is great and everything's paid for, well, that's absolute bullshit. Okay, and I'm sorry if that's an explicit thing. I'm trying not to be explicit. I don't need those words to get the point across. But Megan's installing the new version of Skype. I didn't, and I hope it still works when she does. But I never get to. I meant to get this broke. Um, Hell as it is when I'm hungry and have the money. Again, keep in mind, it doesn't bother me if anybody knows how broke I am because that's temporary. What I am building is gonna, what I am building is my version of the American dream. Because I talk entirely too much. There's not a friend of mine who has not rolled their eyes and begged to get off the phone at some point because I can go for hours. So I have no problem saying my SSI is now less than $640 a month. That's how broke I am. So hey ladies, I'm taking anyway, so you're looking for the big bucks. It sure isn't here yet. Because what I'm doing is a very specific algorithm. I will get out of the SSI circle, the repetitive cycle of paying all my bills within the first 3 days and having less than $50 for the rest of the month. But hey, it could be worse. Like I said, that's for now. I have skills and abilities to get out of that. Here, this I'm going to tell you what I ate yesterday. My entire meal consumption for yesterday. 6 chicken nuggets, and no, not from McDonald's. They were that bag of nuggets you can get at Walmart. 6 of those, and a $1 bag of Knorr. Now Knorr's a great brand. Broccoli and cheddar rice on the side. That was my entire consumption of food yesterday. That's it. And yes, there are homeless people who do eat better because you know why? This is how I know this routinely. If I have quotes extra money, Tina and I have been in Lexington and we'll see homeless people and we'll go buy them a burger, fries, drink. Here's some food, man. One time, right around New Year's, as a matter of fact, I think, I saw this guy pushing the cart. Classic scenario, pushing the cart. It's full of stuff, you know, and he's walking along, and I'm like, you know what? Um, I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen over there, and I'm gonna get him a box lunch. So I did, and I saw him pushing the cart, and then so he's going off on through the parking lot, and I get the food, and then I go searching for him because he's pushing the cart. He sure can't get that far, and I find him, and by the time I found him, he was standing in front of Office Depot or something, which is closed, and he's standing there and he's eating Popeye's chicken. And I'm like, hey, that's cool. You got Popeyes. Well, I saw you pushing that cart. Here's some food. And he's like, yeah, somebody saw me and they gave this to me. And I was like, that's cool because that man may have woken up. He may have got up that morning and says, I hope I am not genuinely hungry today. And we all see, we are the answers to people's prayers in the positive or negative. We are the walking karma. So he was standing there eating Popeye's chicken, which I've never had. Um, Everybody says it's good, but I'm a KFC fan. Until I watched the documentary about what they do to chickens, blah blah blah, right? So anyway, so I hand him this bag, and he's like, cool, and he puts it in his cart. Shook hands, hey, have a good day, and went on the way. I will go hungry. I have gone hungry for someone else. One night, one night living in Winchester, we had some friends who were very destitute, and they didn't make their presence known very often. But we had just sat down to eat dinner, and there was a knock at the door, and it was them, and they were living in the woods by this time, and suffering, their own versions of different mental illnesses. And of course, the system failed.